Let's look into the next AUTOSAR project objective, which states AUTOSAR shall support the scalability to different vehicle and platform variants. Now, what does this mean? In the essence, it implies that any software that's built considering AUTOSAR standard shall be scalable. That is, software should be kind of generic and not specific to any hardware or any vehicle. Software should work on different platforms and vehicles no matter who builds it. Hence, the standard, not a specific OEM or supplier, should define the interoperability considering different vehicles and platform variants. This AUTOSAR objective is slightly in line with the previous objective, but covers a different aspect, that is scalability. Hence, most of the main requirements for this objective are the same as for the previous except for two. We have the following main requirements which are in line with the previous objective. Firstly, standardization requirement from the previous objective, which states AUTOSAR shall provide a standardized software interface for communication between software components. We have one more requirement which states AUTOSAR shall provide network independent communication mechanism for applications. Considering the abstraction requirements, which states AUTOSAR shall provide a abstraction from hardware. Next, AUTOSAR shall support hierarchical application software design methods. And lastly, AUTOSAR shall provide a layered software architecture. Coming to the migration requirements, which states that AUTOSAR shall support the relocation of software components. You can watch the previous AUTOSAR videos to understand more on these main requirements. I'll be covering the two new requirements which are considered in this objective specifically. First one, which states that the AUTOSAR shall support network topologies including gateways. In this requirement specified stating that AUTOSAR shall support network topologies such as bus, star, and various other state-of-the-art topologies with different in-vehicle network technologies. Interconnection of these networks via gateway, bridges, or repeaters shall be supported. Now, what is a gateway? Gateway is a central hub or juncture in the vehicle that securely interconnects and processes data across heterogeneous vehicle networks to and from the functional domains such as powertrain, chassis and safety, body control, infotainment, telematic, and advanced driver assistance systems. So, in case if powertrain network is in FlexRay and chassis and safety network is in CAN, then gateway helps in seamless transmission of information between these two networks, converting the data into different protocols. Now we came across one more term stating bridges. Bridges are devices which are creating a single aggregated network from multiple communication network or network segment working on the same protocol. And repeaters are devices receiving a signal and retransmitting it so that the signal can cover a longer distance in the network. So coming back to the main requirement, the basic criteria for AUTOSAR is to support today's network topologies of E2E architecture of vehicle which are in series production. Let's look into the next requirement which states AUTOSAR shall support management of vehicle diversities. As per this requirement, AUTOSAR shall enable formal checks of compatibility of software components, management of availability of partner software components with vehicle versions and their release date, etc. AUTOSAR shall help the OEM define the number of required software versions per ECU, which has to be integrated in the vehicle network so that the ECUs can be evaluated and tracked with reasonable effort. This holistically is the diversity management at the vehicle level, with every type of vehicle being unique and different from rest. This brings in complexity of handling the ECUs, which are integrated in the vehicle. This complexity can be minimized if a generalized ECU hardware and also architecture is considered such that bringing in new feature doesn't change the existing architecture entirely. In this video, we have looked into two main requirements apart from the generic requirements which were covered in the previous videos. For the objective, AUTOSAR shall support the scalability to different vehicle and platform variants. In the upcoming videos, we'll look into more of these objectives of AUTOSAR to understand it deeper and then dive into details of how AUTOSAR is implemented.